Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's video, we're going to discuss mpesa business. We all know mpesa, or we have been worked with mpesa in one way or the other. Mpesa is under Safaricom, whereby Safaricom is the brand while mpesa is the product. So basically, Safaricom offers us a service by the name mpesa. So for you to open an mpesa business, you will need a phone, a kabambe phone, that is a button phone. This is because with the kabambe phone, you can easily cancel a transaction in case you have messed up. It's easier to cancel in a kabambe phone than to cancel in a smartphone. Another requirement is an mpesa registered line. You will need a location and float. So basically, in order for you to open an mpesa business, you will need a phone, you will need an mpesa registered line, you will need a float. Float now is the product you'll be trading. You'll need a float. You'll need a business permit. Yes, a business permit. So let's look onto it. We have mpesa lines. This is the major one, mpesa line, mpesa registered line. This one can be found, it can be given by an agent or Safaricom itself. We have the main agent and then we have a sub-agent. The main agent is offered the line by the Safaricom itself, whereby they undergo training. The person must be a citizen of Kenya, the person must have a KRA certificate, the person must be able to have 100,000 shillings, that is as a running float for his mpesa business. So in order for you, after all those things, after passing through all those requirements, there are certain requirements that are needed. After passing through all those requirements, the Safaricom will give you the line. After giving you the line, that means you're capable of handling the line. You know, this is money, you're dealing with money. You must be a trustworthy person in order for you to be given the line. Mpesa lines are always given free. So you can get it from an mpesa agent or from Safaricom itself. So Safaricom trains these people after getting all the requirements from them and then gives them the line and the power to issue more lines to sub-agents, whereby they'll now create a company with their name and be issuing those lines to sub-agents. When it gets to sub-agents, the sub-agents can also offer the lines to now the traders, those that do run the mpesa shops and everything. Mpesa lines are free, but some sub-agents have taken advantage of that and they do sell the lines to the people. Somebody can even tell you that, give me 15,000 and I'll give you a line. That's fraud. That's a con. That's somebody that you should not even talk about business with. That's somebody trying to con you. Mpesa lines are always free. The only thing is, the only difference is, in order for you to get the mpesa line through the sub-agents, it's much easier. You can have a float of 50,000, you can still get the line. But for you to be the main agent, you must have 100,000 and above. You must have KRA pin, you must have a Kenyan citizen, you must be trustworthy, you must have operated mpesa for more than 6 months in 3 categories. But for sub-agents, it's much easier because you just need a float. And maybe if the person knows you, you can just require a float and then you are ready to go. So what happens after getting the mpesa line? Let's assume you're not an agent. Let's assume you're not a sub-agent. You have already acquired an mpesa line either through the agent direct or through a sub-agent. The difference is, with the agent will be getting all the commissions. Anytime the mpesa runs, he will be getting all the commissions from the sub-agents and all the commissions from everywhere that the lines have been sold, have been given. Anybody who has received a line a line that belongs to this agent. Remember, the mpesa will issue all those lines to agents. So anybody who qualifies and receives a line through an agent, either through the sub-agent of the agent, you get it? Hey, picky ponky. That person, anytime the person gets money, With M-Pesa, you're paid through commission. So any commission the person gets, some amount will always be deducted and be given to the agent. Some amount will go to Safaricom direct, and then we'll get the remaining. So M-Pesa is all about commission. You're paid through commission. So the agent gets more money because through his line, he gets all the commission that these people are gaining. He gets a percentage of it. Safaricom also gets a percentage of it. If you're using a sub-agent, if you got the line through a sub-agent, remember this sub-agent is also working hard to get commission. So this sub-agent, most sub-agents do frustrate people. I'm telling you this from experience. The sub-agent will always be calling you like, your line is not in a busy place. Please get a busy place for you to operate M-Pesa. This is because the busier the place, the higher the commission. So if they want more commission, that means they'll give you a line and make sure that you are in a busy place. If you're not in a busy place, some sub-agents do close the line and give it to another person, claiming that you are slow, your businesses are slow, and they're not getting enough commissions. So with M-Pesa, you must get a busy place. You must locate it in a busy place. Another thing, you must have enough float. If you don't have float, you won't be able to transact. You must have enough float for you to run an M-Pesa, so that those agents keep visiting. They can even visit your M-Pesa shop to see how you're running and tell you, I want to withdraw certain amount. If you don't have that amount at that time, they might close your line or they might think you're a joker. So you must have enough float to deal with M-Pesa. If you agreed on 50k float, that's if you're a regular person just running it in a shop, let it stick to that. And also have cash. If you agreed on 100k, that is for the agents being given the line by Safaricom. You stick to that. In order for you to have enough float and in order for you to have the M-Pesa running over and over, to avoid losing this line or to avoid mistreatment or getting sick over it, in the shop that will be putting the M-Pesa line, add more phone accessories. At least put phone accessories, put tropicals, put sweets, put biscuits, put juice, put these things that people can easily come and buy, put credit, so that if somebody comes and buy, oh, I don't have cash, can I withdraw? Oh, I don't have cash, can you deposit for me this? That place should be a busy place for people to earn, for you to earn your commission. Remember, you're working on commission. So it's a give tech thing. You're working on commission. So you must get a very busy place. So for the agents, most of them, they must have license from business permit. You can't get that license without a business permit. But for these other retailers, once you have a shop with a business permit, you can just put your M-Pesa shop there to act as something that will keep your business running too. But if you want to depend on M-Pesa only as the only source of income, I would advise you to try something else, because M-Pesa works with commission. 1 minute you can get 3,000, the next minute you can get less. It's not a guarantee that you'll always get 100,000 unless that place is very busy, very busy. And again, if it's very busy, remember you're sharing the commission to Safaricom and the agent who gave you the number. They'll always cut their commission. The one you'll only get your money after the commissions have been deducted. So that's how M-Pesa work. Another thing, we have thieves. This M-Pesa thing is like a picky ponky, if that's how it's called. It's like gambling. You give 100 shillings, you're not sure whether you'll get that 100 shillings back or you'll get more. That means you'll put your float in an M-Pesa. Remember, there are thieves, there are cons. One morning or one evening, you might just end up being conned the whole money without even the commission, without you receiving the enough commission. Let's say you started the M-Pesa in January. You received a commission in that January, you received a commission in February. And then in March, a con just came and took all your money. They're good at mind games. They can play mind games with you. They took all your money. You have lost everything. You have only remained with the phone and the line. The line is bogus without the float. You must have float. So with M-Pesa, it's like you can lose everything in a blink of an eye, or you can gain more than the ones you invested. But it's a slow business. So it's up to you to choose. If you have a lying money somewhere that you think like you want to give it a try, you can. But it's something, it's slow actually. Sorry for that. It's kind of slow, but it's something worth trying. Worth trying if you have another job, but this is just like a side hustle and you believe in gambling. So the M-Pesa, in short, in a nutshell, if you are going for M-Pesa, choose your lines wisely. If you can get an agent direct, just go for an agent direct. But if you get a sub agent, you'll be given an aggregated line, and those sub agents are not friendly at all. If you get a friendly one, the better. But as for me, from my experience, I actually lost a lot of money in M-Pesa. I'm not discouraging you, but I'm telling you what I know and how I felt. Maybe your story is different outside there, but this is my story. So let me say my story. I invested a lot of money in M-Pesa back then. And then the M-Pesa, I was given the line. It was an aggregated line. That means I was given by a sub-agent. The sub-agent kept calling me anytime the float reduces. Oh, where's the float? Oh, why is this and that and that? They once closed my line. And after that, I talked to them. They reopened it. But they can even close it with money inside. So this one, the sub-agent I was using actually closed my M-Pesa line with money inside. I had to contact Safaricom. I contacted Safaricom, wrote an email to them. I wish I could show you that email. That's when they refunded me the money that was in the phone, the float that they had closed the line with. But since then, my line has never worked. So the reason why I went for an M-Pesa is because I felt like this money will be doubling. For example, if I invest 50,000, maybe next month if I have a busy place, I'll get 10,000 on top, but still I'll be having that my 50,000. Little did I know that I didn't do my research well, and I ended up the money. I was actually conned the money by somebody, and the lady I had left there at my M-Pesa shop transacted all the money and gave it to a con. That's when I closed my M-Pesa. But if you're going into this business, I will advise you, if you have a busy shop or a salon or a boutique, just incorporate an M-Pesa there. At least there people will be moving in and out, goods are there. But don't just, or you can get a container, you rent it for a start. Just make sure it's in a busy junction, it's in a busy place. The more they people transact, the more you get your money. The more people that transact, the more you get your money. Yeah, so it's upon you to make that decision. Otherwise, I wish you all the best, guys. M-Pesa business, you might consider it depending on how you view things, but it's not a hard business to start unless you want to be an agent. It's not a hard business to start. It's something you can just wake up one morning, get the money, get the licenses, get the M-Pesa line and that kabambe phone of yours and start it. So that's all I have for you. But for the consumers, it's good for consumers because at least people transact daily. People transact daily. For those who are using it, people transact daily. But for the business people, there are challenges and there are advantages. It's upon you to choose. Choose what you think it's best for you. That's all I can tell you, guys. So kindly look for a good place, ideal location for your business. Look for cash. Look for a registered M-Pesa line. Look for something like phone accessories added there in your M-Pesa. Look for licenses, that is business permit, and then you're good to go. Yeah, I wish you well. And remember, there are cons, so be vigilant as you do your M-Pesa business. That's all for today, guys. Bye. Until next time. See you in my next video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. Lutufike 1,000 subscribers. Ta-da!